Once upon a time, in the sprawling state of California, there lived a pair of identical twins named Jake and Blake. Their lives were marked by uncertainty and shadows, born into a world tainted by the constant hum of their parents' vices. The twins' parents, ensnared by the clutches of alcohol, created an environment where love and care were elusive concepts. As the twins grew, the state of California, in its duty to protect the vulnerable, intervened. The clinking of bottles and the echoes of arguments had become a haunting symphony, one that the twins could no longer endure. Mary Graham Hall, a boys' home nestled in the heart of the state, became the unintended refuge for Jake and Blake. The transition to Mary Graham Hall was like stepping into an alternate reality. The sturdy brick walls of the facility seemed to whisper stories of countless troubled lives seeking solace within its confines. The twins, though physically together, felt an emotional chasm growing between them as they navigated the complexities of their new surroundings. The staff at Mary Graham Hall, hardened by years of dealing with broken homes and shattered dreams, did their best to provide a stable environment. Yet, the twins couldn't shake the feeling of being lost in a system that cared more for paperwork than for the hearts it housed. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and the twins clung to each other, finding solace in the familiarity of their shared bloodline. Yet, the cruel twist of fate awaited them. Just as they began adjusting to life in Mary Graham Hall, the state decided it was time to send them down separate paths. 1 year after their arrival at Mary Graham Hall, Jake and Blake were placed into different foster homes. The brothers, once inseparable, were now torn apart by circumstances beyond their control. Jake found himself in the cozy home of the Andersons, a couple who had opened their hearts to the prospect of providing a stable environment for a child in need. Mrs. Anderson, a warm-hearted woman with graying hair and a compassionate smile, did her best to fill the void left by the twins' turbulent past. Jake, cautious yet hopeful, began to open up, tentatively allowing the Andersons into the fortress he had built around his emotions. Meanwhile, Blake's journey took a different turn. The Thompsons, a family living on the outskirts of a small town, welcomed him with open arms. Mr. Thompson, a stern but fair man, and Mrs. Thompson, a gentle soul with a knack for healing wounds, endeavored to make Blake feel at home. Separated by miles and new families, the twins faced the challenges of adapting to their individual circumstances. The routines of school, family dinners, and weekend outings became their new normal, a stark contrast to the turbulent past they shared. Despite the physical distance, the connection between Jake and Blake remained unbroken. They exchanged letters, pouring their hearts onto paper, sharing the highs and lows of their newfound lives. The words they wrote became a lifeline, a way to bridge the gap created by the decisions of a system that seemed indifferent to their bond. As the years passed, the twins, now teenagers, continued to navigate the maze of adolescence in their respective homes. Jake excelled academically, finding solace in books and the quiet support of the Andersons. Blake, with an affinity for art, discovered a canvas for his emotions under the encouraging gaze of the Thompsons. Yet, the shadows of their past lingered, haunting their dreams and coloring their perceptions of love and family. The scars of Mary Graham Hall and the echoes of their parents' mistakes had etched themselves deep into the fabric of their beings. One fateful day, as the twins approached adulthood, a twist of fate unfolded. The state, recognizing the resilience the brothers had shown in overcoming their tumultuous beginnings, decided to reunite them. The bond forged in the crucible of adversity was too strong to be severed by the bureaucratic decisions of distant authorities. The reunion, however, was bittersweet. The once inseparable brothers, now grown and shaped by divergent paths, faced the challenge of reconciling their individual identities with the shared history that bound them. The scars of their past became a tangible reminder of the journey they had undertaken, the trials that had tested their mettle, and the strength that had emerged from the depths of their shared struggles. Together once more, Jake and Blake embarked on a journey of self-discovery, navigating the delicate balance between the past and the future. The echoes of Mary Graham Hall, the whispers of their parents' mistakes, and the resilience they had cultivated in their separate lives converged to shape a new narrative, one of redemption, forgiveness, and the unbreakable bond of brotherhood. As they forged ahead into the uncharted territory of adulthood, the twins carried with them the lessons of their past, the warmth of newfound families, and the unwavering belief that, despite the shattered reflections of their early years, they could build a future defined by hope, resilience, and the enduring strength of family, chosen, and bloodline.